1 million years ago, the Earth was a raw, untamed canvas. A world of breathtaking, often brutal, simplicity. Vast rivers carved paths through primeval forests. Here, every shadow held the promise of life or danger. Humanity's ancestors found refuge not in cities, but in the embrace of the earth itself, in ancient caves. Around the first fires, early tribes forged their existence, a relentless dance between ingenuity and instinct. Each member played a vital role, from the wise elder to the curious young, bound by survival. The constant search for sustenance defined their days. Every step into the unknown was a calculated risk. Hunting was more than a necessity. It was a sacred communion with the spirits of the land. Every tool was a lifeline, meticulously crafted. A sharp edge meant the difference between life and death. As dusk fell, the fire offered solace, but the wild's whisper was a constant reminder of their struggle. Under ancient stars, the tribe rested, for their survival also depended on a connection to the sacred. But with each new dawn, the challenge of survival grew. The land, once generous, began to hold its bounty close.
The tribe's best hunters felt the growing tension. Their skill alone was no longer enough to guarantee a successful hunt.
Worry etched itself onto the faces of the tribe. The hunger of the young was a silent, powerful plea.
Even the most promising trails now led to emptiness. The great beasts seemed to have vanished like spirits in the mist.
The leader saw the growing fear. A difficult choice had to be made, not just for the hunt, but for their future. When skill and strength fall short, the wise seek another path. They turn to the one who speaks with the spirits, the shaman, the keeper of ancient wisdom. Their eyes saw not just the world of flesh, but the world of spirit. In a sacred, silent corner of the cave, the shaman prepared to seek guidance from the forces of nature. The preparation begins. Earthly minerals, ochre and charcoal, are ground, ready to become conduits for the spirit world. This red ochre is more than dust. It is a promise of blood, of life, and the beginning of the sacred ritual. With hands marked by the earth, the shaman begins the transformation, becoming a bridge between the tribe and the unseen. Sacred herbs are burned. Their smoke, a fragrant offering, cleanses the space and calls to the ancient spirits. Inhaling the mystical smoke, the shaman's consciousness begins to drift from the physical world, seeking a deeper truth. In the flickering firelight, the painted cave walls seem to breathe, the spirits of the great beasts stirring from slumber.
The vision begins. A faint, ghostly image of the great mammoth appears, a phantom of immense power and life.
Lost in the trance, the shaman's voice becomes a low chant, a primal prayer to the spirit of the hunt. The vision sharpens, revealing a path, a landmark, a trio of stone sentinels. The journey takes its toll. The shaman's body tenses, a physical anchor against the overwhelming force of the vision. Then, a sudden clarity. The shaman's eyes open, wide and focused, carrying the fire of the vision within them. The connection is made. The shaman returns, no longer just a guide, but the bearer of a sacred message.
The leader waits. A single glance from the shaman speaks volumes, confirming the spirits have answered their plea.
With an ancient gesture, the shaman points the way, a spiritual compass guiding the tribe's next vital steps. The leader processes the vision. A mental map forms, charting a path through the wilderness, guided by unseen forces.
The leader speaks with renewed authority, sharing the shaman's wisdom. Hope rekindles within the anxious faces of the tribe.
The chosen ones step forward, the strongest, the swiftest, those destined to carry the tribe's hopes on their shoulders.
For the sacred purification, the shaman gathers nature's gifts, leaves and fibers, shaped into vessels for cleansing.
By the pristine waters, the hunters stand, ready for cleansing. Nature itself provides the sacred space. The smoke of sacred herbs envelops each hunter, cleansing their spirits, preparing them for the dangerous journey.
Cool, pristine water from the stream cleanses their bodies, washing away doubts, refreshing their resolve. Emerging from the sacred waters, the hunters are transformed. Cleansed, resolute, ready to face the wild. The purification is complete. Now, the hunters' bodies will become living canvases for the spirits of the hunt. The earth itself provides the sacred paint. Red ochre, mixed with fat, becomes the blood and fire of courage. The anointing begins. The shaman, as a conduit, prepares to bestow the blessings of the spirit world upon the chosen. A touch over the heart, a direct transfer of spiritual energy, silencing fear and awakening the warrior within. Ancient symbols are drawn upon their skin, each line a prayer for strength, each mark a shield against harm. Black charcoal, the color of night and shadow, is applied to grant the hunters the gift of stealth. Transformed by the sacred paint, the hunters are no longer just men. They are now avatars of the tribe's will. In their eyes, a new fire burns, a look of fierce resolve, a reflection of the primal spirits now awake. The shaman's work is done. The physical connection is complete, leaving the hunters cloaked in spiritual power.
They rise as one, a unified force, their bodies and spirits now perfectly attuned to the great hunt ahead.
With their bodies prepared, the hunters now present their tools, lifelines of wood and stone, awaiting their own blessing. Each spearhead, a masterpiece of survival. Napped with skill, its sharp edges hold the promise of a clean strike.
The shaman's chant now shifts, a guttural song meant for the spirits of ancient wood and stone.
With the same sacred ochre, the weapons are marked, binding the tool to the warrior in a covenant of purpose. The shaman feels the spirit of the spear, its balance, its strength, its readiness to serve the tribe's needs. A sharp tap from a sacred river stone awakens the spear's edge, giving it a spiritual thirst for the hunt. Once more, the purifying smoke is used, cleansing the weapons of any lingering doubt or spiritual weakness. The blessed spear is returned. The hunter's hand closes around the shaft, feeling a new and potent connection. No longer just tools, the spears have become extensions of the hunter's own blessed bodies and focused will. Their spears raised, the hunters stand ready, a silent promise to the spirits that their gifts will be used well.
The final ritual begins. A primal rhythm from a hollow log, a heartbeat.
The shaman leads the spirit dance, their movements telling an ancient story of the predator and the prey. The hunters join, their powerful movements a rehearsal for the deadly ballet of the hunt, their bodies one with the rhythm. Their stomping feet beat against the earth, a thunderous prayer, awakening the ground and calling for its blessing. The hunt is enacted in the firelight, a ritualistic battle designed to ensure success by living it first in spirit. The whole tribe participates. Their chants and claps are a wall of sound, weaving a tapestry of communal power.
In the dance, the hunter becomes the predator. Their mind, body, and spirit are sharpened to a single, lethal point.
The symbolic hunt concludes. The beast falls, not in defeat, but in a sacred offering to the tribe's survival.
Then, silence. The dance is over. The energy raised now hangs in the air.
The rituals are complete. Body, mind, and spirit are now aligned. They are ready for the dawn.
After the fire of the dance, a deep quiet descends, a time for reflection before the dawn demands its price.
There is no sleep for the chosen. Their minds are already on the trail, their spirits reaching into the wild.
In these final moments, small, silent gestures carry the weight of love and the fear of loss.
A simple gift of sustenance for the body, a powerful offering of hope for the spirit.
The shaman keeps watch, a silent guardian, waiting for the sky to give the final, celestial signal. The first light of dawn arrives, painting the horizon. It is the sacred signal. The hunters gather. A silent pact is renewed between them, a shared commitment to the tribe's survival.
Farewells are brief, spoken not with words but with a touch, a gaze, a deep, unspoken understanding.
The shaman offers a final blessing, a touch of wood against skin, a parting gift of spiritual strength. They walk into the rising sun, leading the safety of the tribe behind, to face the great wild alone. The hunt begins. The hunters are swallowed by a vast wilderness.
They move as a single entity, their senses honed by a lifetime of survival. Every rustle, every scent, is analyzed.
The lead hunter reads the land like a living map, his eyes deciphering a language written in shadow and stone. They seek a sign, a landmark not from memory, but from the shaman's sacred vision, their spiritual compass.
And there, on the distant ridge, the vision is made real. The 3 stone sentinels, standing silent against the sky. Faith is rewarded. The shaman's connection was true. Now, the hunter's own instincts can take the lead. With renewed purpose, they descend into the valley, a territory now blessed by the guidance of the spirits.
The first physical sign, a colossal footprint, a testament to the immense power of the beast they seek.
The tracks are fresh. The great beast is near. A silent language of hand signals communicates the urgent news. The pace quickens. The journey is over, and the stalk has begun. Adrenaline sharpens every sense. Now, every sound is amplified, every movement a potential betrayal. The final steps are the most dangerous. A single, silent gesture freezes them in place. Their discipline is absolute, their senses straining in the charged silence.
More signs confirm the beast's proximity. They are not just in its territory, they are in its immediate presence.
The hunter's most vital tool is not his spear, but his ability to listen to the world's subtle whispers.
Then, the sound. The cracking of a great tree branch. A sound of immense power, impossibly close.
Their bodies sink low to the earth. The sacred paint, once symbolic, now serves as vital camouflage. Peering through the veil of green, their hearts pound in their chests, anticipating what lies beyond.
The first glimpse. Not of a creature, but of a moving mountain of hair and muscle. The legend made flesh.
The sheer scale is breathtaking. A true giant of the primordial world, a force of nature in its own right. They see their quarry. Fear and awe mix with the unyielding fire of their tribe's will to survive. The time for watching is over. A silent language of hands now coordinates the deadly dance to come. Each hunter knows their role. Trust in each other, forged over a lifetime, is their greatest weapon. They move like shadows, fanning out to surround the great beast, a fragile net of flesh against a titan. In the final moments before the strike, the hunter must conquer the enemy within, their own fear. The beast senses a change in the wind. Its ancient instincts scream a warning of unseen predators, to be invisible, to be silent, to become stone. Their stillness is their only shield against the giant's gaze. A moment of calm, a fatal misjudgment by the beast. And in that moment, an opportunity is born.
The signal is given in a heartbeat. All the energy of the ritual is now focused into a single, explosive act.
The first spear strikes. Not a killing blow, but a declaration. A challenge from humanity to the giant.
Pain awakens a primal rage. The hunt has begun, and the fury of the mammoth is now unleashed.
The beast's rage is a force of nature. It charges blindly, its immense power tearing through the ancient forest. In this deadly arena, survival is measured in inches. A single misstep means being erased from existence.
From another direction, A second spear strikes. The hunter's strategy is not to kill, but to confuse and exhaust.
The giant is bewildered, its rage unfocused, lashing out at shadows. Its great strength becomes its own enemy. This is the dance of survival. Frail human courage and intellect pitted against the mammoth's primal fury.
Adrenaline surges through their veins. The ritual paint, a mask of courage, hides the terror that lies beneath.
Each swing of its tusks shows the power they face, a force that could shatter them instantly. Another spear finds its mark. Each small wound is a drop of water, slowly wearing away a mountain of stone.
Wounded and frustrated, the great beast's instinct shifts from fight to flight. The tide of the battle begins to turn.
Now the true test begins, not of strength, but of endurance. A relentless pursuit across the primordial plains. The hunt becomes a battle of wills across the endless plains. The giant's strength against the hunter's unyielding spirit.
Exhaustion burns in their lungs, but the promise to their tribe is a stronger flame that drives them onward.
The small wounds, multiplied by time and distance, now drain the great beast's colossal strength.
Seeking an escape, the mammoth turns towards the embrace of stone, hoping to find shelter from its relentless pursuers. Cornered and exhausted, the great beast turns to face its fate. A final stand, with the fury it has left. The hunters pause, gathering their last reserves of strength. They know the greatest danger lies in the final moments.
A final, silent command passes between them. The time for distance is over. Courage must now be measured up close.
With a final surge of adrenaline, they charge. A chaotic dance of predator and prey at the world's dawn. The final blow is delivered not with anger, but with deep respect. A necessary end to a sacred struggle. Silence falls upon the canyon. The great spirit has departed. The tribe's survival has been secured once more.
The hunter offers silent thanks. Respect for the great life given, so that his tribe may live on.
The hard work continues. Every part of the great beast will be used, a sacred gift from nature that honors the sacrifice. The journey home is trial of endurance. Their bodies pushed to the limit, but spirits lifted by success.
From the edge of despair comes a cry of joy. The sight of the returning hunters is a promise of life renewed.
Tonight, the fires burn bright. Hunger is banished, the tribe is whole.